Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of yous are having a fantastic Friday from wherever you are around the world. And welcome back to our match preview show for, of course, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Again, apologies, I am late. This was planned at 9 o'clock, and then it got delayed, and then it's been delayed again. So again, I apologize. I am like 30 odd minutes late once again. Anyway, but let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. Let me know, are you excited? Are you nervous for Forest at home? Of course. And you know what? In saying that, at home we've been semi decent. It's just away from home, isn't it? That it is a bit unpredictable. But yeah, again, Liverpool have been very unpredictable this season, at least anyway. And again, let me know as well your thoughts on Arsenal bottling the league title. Again, what on earth are they playing at? I've got the game on in the background, and of course they are 3-1 down at the moment. Oh bloody hell, their heads are completely gone as well anyway. But let me know how you lot are in the comments down below. Of course, we are going to be talking about Jurgen Klopp's press conference. Of course, his comments about the likes of Roberto Firmino giving an injury update on Bobby Firmino. We're also going to be speaking about Trent Alexander-Arnold as well, and of course that new midfield role as well. And of course we'll be speaking about other bits and pieces in tonight's episode. Of course we'll be having a look at Forest. We'll be having a look at your guys' thoughts and your opinions as well. And of course, if there is any other breaking news, of course we will bring it to you guys anyway. But again, guys, let me know how all of you are in the comments down below. And the one thing I will mention as well, and I've got it saved up as well. If you guys want to check out the shorts as well on the channel, of course, obviously we've been uploading. We've got 4 uploads just today on the shorts channel anyway. But of course, it's just clips or anything like that. Of course, obviously you can see the new Liverpool third kit right there anyway. But of course, we've got clips of Jurgen Klopp, obviously already speaking about the things that we're going to talk about tonight as well. And of course, we've already done a short on Turam as well from Nice as well. So if you guys want to check that out, very much appreciated as always. Anyway, but again, we are, I believe, at the minute, we are 31 subs away from 1K as well. So if there is anyone new around here, then please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button as well. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. Anyway, but we will move on and we will talk about Jurgen Klopp's press conference and what he had to say in today's episode. And of course, he did bring up the injury news on Roberto Firmino. Unfortunately, it has been confirmed that Bobby will be out for the next 3 games with a muscle injury. Of course, obviously, Jurgen did say that we will see how long it takes. Definitely out for tomorrow and the next week as well. So of course, Bobby will be missing a few crucial games there, and of course, especially when all of us was thinking that, well, look, Liverpool could potentially play the front four now, in terms of course, or could potentially play everyone up top as well. The fact now that Bobby is out injured, of course, might jeopardise that in some sense as well. But again, just to go back over it again, Bobby Firmino is out for the next 3 games, at least with a muscle problem as well, according to Jurgen Klopp, which, again, I know a couple of people on Twitter was like, oh, the goal against Arsenal might be his last ever goal for Liverpool, depending on how bad the muscle injury is. But again, we don't know for sure. I believe it was a calf injury or calf strain that, of course, I think what Klopp was saying earlier on. But again, I suspect Bobby will be back before the end, before the end of the season. But still, with a muscle injury, you can't be rushing that back. Even though, again, obviously Bobby won't be with us next season. But even still, I don't think Bobby, in particular, will be rushed in that aspect as well. But again, of course, we've got the likes of Jota available, obviously Gakpo, Nunes, Diaz as well. So again, Mo, of course. So again, Liverpool are pretty stacked on attacking options right now. Again, though, it's sad that Bobby is going to be out for the next couple of weeks anyway. But speaking, of course, in the press conference as well, he did go on to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold and, of course, his new role. And that, for me, is probably the crucial point of this weekend, of whether or not Jurgen will try the same system. And of course, we saw they played so well against Leeds United. Of course, Jurgen did go on to say that super important player role suits him really well at the moment. It's not written in stone. We can play in different ways as well. And of course, Jurgen, if anyone has seen the press conference, he did go on to say, of course, that again, it gives Liverpool a lot more options now in terms of you can play Trent in that DM role, you can play him on the right, you can play him as a winger if you wanted to as well. It's not just absolutely Trent is now that his main position. Of course, Liverpool have different ways now of punishing teams. Now, of course, that we have tried this role as Trent is the deep lying playmaker as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts as well. Do you think we will be seeing Trent in the same role as what we have seen him against Leeds and of course Arsenal as well? But for me, I think look, we've figured out something really good here in terms of Trent, and of course we've got him now more involved in the game, better off as well in some aspects of the game as well. So for me personally, I'd 100% keep the same style and the same system as well for Forest. But again, it's going to be interesting. I feel over the next season whether or not Liverpool maintain that position of Trent in that DM role alongside a DM, and then out to transition. Ooh, apologise. Out to transition. Of course, it's then going to be back to right back and similar like that as well. But again, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you believe that Trent should be playing in that hybrid role in terms of the right back, centre back, right back, centre back, right back DM position, or would Trent be better off out wide? Or do you think it could be just depending on the opponents that we play as well? But again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Is Bobby staying now? No, Bobby's not staying. Bobby's going at the end of the season, Daryl. That's been confirmed for a while now. Arsenal bottling it. They are very much bottling it. Again, I'm watching it now, 80th minute, and yeah, they are throwing the league title away. Yeah, like it's so bad. Like, fair enough that Saliba isn't available and is injured, but honestly, they've been absolutely shocking, and it has the pressure has truly gotten to them. I think Gary Neville said it perfectly. Again, you've seen City, Liverpool over the last few years where they've been losing and have come back from that position. Arsenal don't look anywhere near getting back into the game. Been watching it the entire time. Arsenal have looked, apart from like when they scored, and that first like 5 minutes after that, they looked decent. Apart from that, they've been clueless. Watch me say that. I watched them score 3 goals in the last 10 minutes anyway. But Liverpool want to ram. Yep, we put that on the shorts. Daryl, if you want to go and check it out as well, just the YouTube shorts. Again, obviously news coming out I think tonight as well about Gravenberch and Liverpool potentially pushing the buttons already with Bayern Munich. Which again, I for me, I think Liverpool are giving themselves options. I think there's two players in particular that Liverpool are 100% going after. One of them being McAllister from Brighton. And I think Mason Mount as well, Liverpool. And obviously, I know today there was rumours or there was somebody come out and said that both Manchester clubs and Arsenal also want Mason Mount, which if that's the case, then again, if there's a bidding war, Liverpool won't be a part of it. But I just think that McAllister, I think Liverpool are firmly going to be going after him. I think he's going to be the number one target, if you want to call it target in that way. But again, I think, look, if you've got McAllister, if you've got Mason Mount, and then a mixture of either Thuram or Gravenberch, I think that's a very good window in terms of midfield rebuild. But then again, could you potentially, if the prices are right, could you potentially get two 30, 40 million pound midfielders? I don't know with Liverpool's current situation, but again, it just depends as well where Liverpool finish this season because there is still hope that Liverpool could get top four. It's a slim chance. Don't get me wrong. But do I think Liverpool can do it? No, I don't. Personally, I think top four isn't. It's not quite there. I don't think, but I'm saying that now because I don't want to be, full of optimism like I have been for the majority of this season. It's like, yeah, next week will be fine. Next week Liverpool will get their act together. And then, yeah, no, Liverpool don't. And it's the same old crap every single time that I speak about it. Talia Albin, I love the shorts. Does Starwin lead the attack tomorrow, Connor? Not for me. I think you keep him for West Ham. Uh, Maybe, I don't know. I think the big question is whether or not Luis Diaz is starting tomorrow. Because Jurgen played him on the left, didn't he? Not on the left, right? Sorry, he played him on the right against not Forest, against Leeds. So does Lucho come back in? I don't think so. I think you probably do what you did against Leeds potentially, but again, it gives I think Jurgen spoke about it, didn't he, in the press conference, saying that we could play a double six, and when you think of that, it's very intriguing whether or not he will go with that. But then you're also limiting yourself then of options off the bench when you do start with the four, because again, you most likely think the four would be Salah, Gakpo, Jota, and Darwin for now, while Luis Diaz is still getting back up to speed with a few things. But I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. But of course, we'll mention start 11 predictions in a moment. Madison, please, as well, says Daryl. I think he's going Newcastle. I think Newcastle and Madison. If Leicester get relegated, I think Newcastle will be all over. What's it called? All over Madison. Sorry, as well. Yeah, absolutely. Look, would I take if Liverpool moving more towards a 4-2-3-1? Would I take Madison? 1,000%. The way Liverpool currently are, I wouldn't take Madison. I don't think Madison can play as an 8, personally, anyway. But again, if Liverpool are moving towards that 4-2-3-1, absolutely can play on the wing a little bit, can play as a 10, cheaper option than Mason Mount potentially. But I think if Liverpool are going back to that, 2-8 DM next season, then no, I don't think Madison for Liverpool will be a good idea, for being honest, personally. But again, it'll be interesting. I think Arsenal as well will definitely go in for him as well. Again, English as well, to be fair. But Liverpool have more chance of getting fourth with Nunes leading the attack. Absolutely agree. Yeah, Gary, I saw your comment earlier on with played Darwin through the middle as well. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Darwin is at his best when he's in the middle. I think Liverpool. I think Jurgen was speaking about it in terms of the counter pressing, and again, if you can counter press, you'll be in the team, which I think was a little bit of a dig towards certain players in terms of where reason why they might not be playing for Liverpool at the moment, in terms of course, pressing off of the ball. But again, I think next season Darwin will be brilliant as long as we can get the right players in. Then I think Liverpool. Well, have the Arsenal just scored? They have just scored. Odegaard has just scored. Jesus Christ, what a goal! But for me, I think Darwin next season, as long as we get the right players in and the players that can come in and have an immediate effect, then yeah, 100%. I think Darwin will be absolutely amazing next season. Any news on Ndika? No, I don't think Liverpool are going to go after Ndika, unfortunately. Obviously, Darryl saying he had pace is gathering on Ndika. No, again, I would be shocked if Liverpool now went in for Ndika. But again, none of us know realistically what Liverpool want to do this summer, because again, you've got I think journalists today saying that Liverpool are going to try and force a bid to Chelsea, or try and plays Chelsea's bluff practically, because again Chelsea want 70 million for Mason Mount, which again I think, look, that's massively overpriced, but Chelsea aren't going to just go, oh yeah, like let's say if Liverpool bid 30-40 million for him, like they aren't going to just go, oh yeah, sound, we'll sell him for that. No, absolutely not. Again, I just think Liverpool have to do their business quietly and quickly for the summer. Get everything done before pre-seasons even in the conversation. I think personally, or at least get the main signings in nice and early. That's what I would say anyway. Are Southampton about to bottle this? Freaking hell, Southampton. Either way, sorry guys, I am trying to talk about the game, but also talk about Arsenal as well. But Carvalho will be sold. Connor, one thing's Klopp will switch to 4-4-2. Darwin, I don't think so. I think either 4-3-3 or this new three back. I think potentially Gary. I don't think 4-4-2. I think 4-4-2 is only there because we had the midfield problem. Again, it's not dead and buried to say, but oh my god, Arsenal just scored. Southampton have bottled it. Oh no. Be good for the title, right? And there's me saying that Arsenal have bottled it. Do you know what? That's going to get clipped. I know that for a fact. Arsenal have what, 4 or 5 minutes now to get a winner. Bloody hell. Was it Bukayo Saka? Yeah, it was Bukayo Saka. No, fair play. But yeah, reckon I genuinely thought they would have lost that, but fair play to them. Anyway, but we will move on, and of course we'll have a look at the form sheet anyway for the two teams, for Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, of course. It doesn't look great. I'm not gonna lie. When I looked at it earlier on, it didn't look great. But yeah, like when you of course look at it, it's like of course Liverpool winning their first game in a while. To be fair as well. But of course you look at Forest results as well. Again, 2-1 loss to Newcastle, a draw with Wolves. They did better with us than that. But a loss to Leeds as well, lost to Villa, lost to Manchester United as well. And again, I think Manchester United were a bit unlucky not to be able to win more on that day as well. But again, obviously they did beat us last time out as well. So of course Liverpool do have a little bit of revenge to get, of course, as you can see. But of course they beat us 1-0, which of course was absolutely a horrific game to watch, because I think that was the game after we beat Man City at Anfield as well. But if you just look at the predicted teams as well, obviously if you're looking for Forest's best player, it's right there. Keylor Navas is by far their best player without a shadow of a doubt. I think we're about to click on his profile. I don't want to do that. But yeah, you clearly look for there. He is going to be the key tomorrow. But then again, obviously Neco Williams returning back to Anfield as well. And just in general, as Jurgen mentioned early on, Forest, they're going to be a very difficult team to play against, because again they're fighting for survival. We'll take a look at the league table in a moment, but again Liverpool will be fighting for trying to get Europe as well. Forest trying to stay up as well. Of course, if Southampton can hang on to a point by here as well. So again, tomorrow affects both, in terms of Europe and relegation, in that sense. Anyway, but we'll get up the league table now then. Of course, just to show you guys as well, of course, Liverpool in 8th position at the moment. Obviously, scrolling up, you can see what that does in terms of the league table. In terms of Arsenal, of course, 5 points clear now, but of course, Man City with 2 games in hand. So realistically, Manchester City could go back top of the Premier League if they were to win both their games as well. If again, like if we talk about Liverpool, if Liverpool were to win tomorrow, of course with Brighton not playing, we'd go over them as well. We'd be on 50 points, which of course would be up there with Villa as well. But again, the big one, of course, is both Tottenham and Newcastle play each other this weekend. So again, if there's a draw in that game, I think that would be the best solution for Liverpool. But still, you look at Liverpool's next couple of fixtures as well. Again, Forest, West Ham, Tottenham, Fulham, Brentford. Again, winnable games. But for Liverpool, winnable games this season have been, again, um, terrible to get anything out of. And hopefully, again, hopefully Liverpool can get what we say in chat, what, 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, again, Liverpool have to win all the games, and there's me trying to work it out. Liverpool have to win all the games if we want Champions League football as well. But again, look at the relegation places. Forest, they could put Everton down as well on the weekend. So again, it's all to play for this weekend for Liverpool and for Forest as well in terms of survival and in terms of winning, obviously getting European football as well. But hello, Panav. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day, my friend, as well. Saying hello, Gary Olbean as well. Of course, I think that's a snail emoji as well. If I got that right. Have Arsenal scored? Have they got a penalty? No, it's just a clearance. As well. I thought Arsenal scored then. Not gonna lie. But yeah, let me know your starting and predictions anyway, guys. In the comments down below. For me, this is what I'm going for. And again, this was weird to make. I'm not gonna lie, but this is for me. This is what Liverpool's team will be tomorrow. I think Liverpool will go back to the three-back style formation, which of course we've got Alisson Becker in goal, Kanate centre half, Virgil at centre half, and Robbo left back, centre back ish. Of course, Trent in the new DM right back slot, Fabinho then in the DM role, Thiago Alcantara and Curtis Jones in the midfield. And I've gone with the front three of Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, and Diogo Jota as well. It'd be interesting to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I think probably the argument will be Darwin Núñez and see whether or not he would start for the Reds as well. And I also think in midfield as well, obviously, there could be conversation for Jordan Henderson, Harvey Elliott as well, potentially, and a few other ones as well, in my opinion. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts as well. And for me, I'm going to go for a Liverpool. What am I going to go for? I'm going to go with a Liverpool 3-0 win, which it's very ambitious from me. But yeah, I'm going to go Liverpool 3-0 tomorrow. It's going to be a tough game. Of course, every game is going to be tough at the back end of this season. But I think, look, if Liverpool can play in the same fluidity that we did against Leeds, then I think Liverpool should be good for tomorrow. But again, it's Liverpool and Leeds. Like Forest for me, from what I've seen of Forest, are probably better than Leeds, and that's saying something. But even still, like I think, look, if Liverpool can play the same way, have the same fight as they did against Leeds, and the same spirits, then again, I think Liverpool should be fine tomorrow. Anyway, but I'm gonna leave it there for tonight, guys. Again, apologies. Tonight's stream was all over the place as well. I do very much apologize for that as well. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow with a post-match reaction for you guys as well, because of course we'll hopefully be talking about a Liverpool win anyway. But again, most importantly, hopefully, again, we can get 3 points and just try and get European football for next season, because again, it's not guaranteed that Liverpool will even get Europa League this season because of how well other teams are doing at the moment. But again, hopefully, with 8 games left, hopefully 8 wins, and then we can just see then what happens with the rest of the league table anyway. But I will read out Gary's comment before we do head off anyway. Of course, Gary going with the 4-3-3, Ali, Gomez, Kanate, Van Dijk, Robbo, Trent, Thiago, Elliott, Gakpo, Núñez, and Salah as well. I like it. I do like it. Obviously, Trent would be more in midfield for that as well. But again, I think we'll go back to the 3-back. I think potentially anyway. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I've been calling out from the Cup Council. I will see you all tomorrow. Ta-ra.